What's going on, guys? Mortgage Mike here again, and I came across this video that I gotta share with you guys. This cat burglar is talented and entertaining in her storytelling. Take a look at this, guys. Watch this video.
Spent 10 years in prison. I was a cat burglar. So check it out. Let me paint the picture, set the scene, okay? You guys know, hopefully by now, that I was a cat burglar. I went to prison for 10 years for breaking into people's houses. I was going into people's houses, crawling through the window. Now, in theory, nobody's home. I've done my due diligence. I've checked, y'all. I've checked to see if anybody's in there. I've knocked on the door a bajillion times. I've gone around and knocked on every window. I have done my homework. Nobody seems to be home. What I would often do was, right when I would get into the house, I would immediately go to the garage door, like the door that leads from the inside of the house to the garage, and I would lock that. Yeah, they don't usually lock that door. Homeowners don't do that. So it would give me a sense of security. Like, okay, if I hear them wrestling or tussling with this door, I'll know that someone's home and they're trying to get in, and I can, bolt back out the same window that I came in. Now, this particular time, I don't know what happened. I literally didn't hear any tussling of that door. I didn't hear it opening. I didn't hear the alarm bing, bing, or going off or anything. I didn't hear it being disarmed, nothing. And I'm in this man's room. I've crawled in the window. I'm in. I immediately realize, yes, I'm in the master bedroom. So as I'm in this master bedroom, I do the norm. I go and I start going through the drawers, top drawer, next drawer, next drawer. I'm going through the drawers. While I'm going through these drawers, I have my purse on my shoulder. I have opened my purse because most of the things I take are small. It's jewelry and cash. As I've opened my purse, I realize that there's papers in there that I need to get out.
She carries her purse with her while she's doing cat burglary.
So I take those papers out and I set them down on the dresser. The point of that was to get in what I could, have the papers out of the way, and then put them in at the end. I open one of the drawers, and as I open that drawer, I see there's a gun in there. And I'm like, oof, gotta stay away from that. So I close the drawer. As I'm going through these drawers, as I am taking jewelry and putting it in my purse, as I am doing all of this, I hear somebody say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Oh, fuck. The man is in his door frame. The man is literally like this with one hand on the wall, okay? Like this, one hand on the wall. And he's huge. He's maybe 6'1", 6'2", 300 pounds. He is towering, taking up this entire door. The entire door, y'all. So he's standing in the middle of the store and he says, "What are you doing?" And I know, I'm immediately thinking, oh shit, there's a gun in there. And if this man gets to the gun, this is not going to be good. Like, I could definitely have, something could happen. I could get blown away here real quick. As this man is standing there saying, "What are you doing?" I immediately look at him and say, "I'm a juvenile. I'm 15. I'm a juvenile. Don't touch me. I'm a juvenile. Put my hands up. I'm a juvenile. Don't touch me. I'm a juvenile."
This girl is quick on her feet. She is quick on her feet because now, look at what she did. She put him on the defensive. She's in his house, broke into his house. She's burglarizing his house. Now, she's saying she's an underage girl. And by the way, she's an attractive woman, right? Most burglars do not look like this, right? If you were to ever get burglarized, and this is why it's important to make sure you have security cameras in your house, lock your doors. I don't care where the area is that you live in. I've seen homes before where people have their windows open, right? There's some garages that have a window. They have the windows open to the living room, the windows open to the garage. Lock those, okay? And make sure you have security cameras that you can monitor your home with, whether you're home or not.
And he all of a sudden looks petrified because now he's like, oh shit, it's clicking. This girl is saying she's a juvenile. She's in my bedroom. I don't know her, but who the hell are they going to believe? And honestly, y'all, I'm going to be real. I don't know where in God's green earth I got that story from. I don't know why I said I'm a juvenile. I don't know. It just came to me. That was not pre-planned. But I literally started saying, "I'm a juvenile. Don't touch me. I'm 15. Don't touch me." And that scared him. That scared him pretty well, which is what I wanted because I needed to back out and get into the window. As I'm saying that, I'm taking steps backwards. I'm taking steps backwards. I'm creeping towards the window. And I knew if I could get to that window, I could get back out. I finally have backed up all the way to the wall, and I know the window's right next to me, and he's still standing in the door frame. Now, this is dragging out because I'm telling you guys a story, but this was only like maybe 7-8 seconds in total. So when that happens, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta do it, right? I gotta turn my back to him and go out the window. But I was pretty well aware of the fact that he was scared because I kept saying I was a juvenile, don't touch me, don't touch me. And so he was already freaking out. Also, he's confused. There's like this girl that looks fairly young. You guys got to remember I was in my mid-20s at this point, and I looked very, very young. I always looked younger for my age, so it was believable that in my mid-20s, I could have been, maybe 17 or something around there, even though I was telling him I'm 15. When I hit the window and I hit the wall, I turn around real quick. I put my feet through. I start running. I haul ass. I jump the fence and I go back to my car because I'd parked on the other side of the fence that backs up to his yard. And that is just something I always did in case I had to flee quickly, which I didn't used to really have to do that often. But in this particular case, I did. So I get in my car and y'all, I'm driving down the street and I'm like, yes, thank you. I made it. Yes, I made it. I'm not thanking God because he doesn't condone this shit, but I'm just thinking I'm thinking whoever I can think at this point. Okay. I look over at my purse and I'm thinking of everything I just took and like what it is that I just took. And as I look over at my purse, it hits me like a Mack truck. I mean, dead square in the head, it hits me. The papers that were in my purse, the papers that I took out to make room for everything I was going to get, the papers are right there on his damn dresser. So at this point, I'm about 2 miles away, I would guesstimate. And I have a decision to make. I'm like, I can either turn around, go back, risk everything and crawl back through the window, hope I can get the papers and make it out. Maybe I won't. There's a 50-50. But if I don't go back, there's 100% chance I'm caught because those papers I took out have my name all over them. They were legal papers that I had gotten earlier in the day. So I'm like, okay, I can take a 50-50 and risk it, or I can go 100% I'm going to get caught because the papers have my name and address and all my information on them. And so I decide I'm going to take the 50-50, y'all. I'm risking it. Skirt. I bust a U-turn. I go back. I'm creeping down his street. Like not his actual street, but like the street that's behind his house. Same place I was parked that backed up to the fence. Y'all, when I get to the back of his house, I literally say, damn, I hope he's outside. I got to, start listening. Do I hear sirens? Do I hear him? Do I hear anything? And lo and behold, I hear him. He's talking. He's giving a physical description of me. He's talking to the police, obviously, I'm assuming. I mean, duh. And I can tell he's outside in his yard or in his driveway or somewhere out there. So I know he's not, where? He's not in the house. I can get in and out that house, baby, in like 30 seconds, okay? So I don't need a lot of time. He's outside. I jump the fence. I go through the window. I get in. Success. I see the papers. Grab them. I start hauling ass. I'm going back out the window. I'm golden, y'all. I am free. That 50%, guess what? I just did it. I got the papers and I got out. I am winning. Until all of a sudden, I get tackled to the ground. Boom! Somebody hits me from the side and I go down. Papers are flying everywhere, and I am confused as fuck because I know for a fact this man is on the other side of his house in his front yard. I mean, he's not that far, but he didn't come in his house, go through his backyard, and tackle me at this point. What the fuck just happened? Excuse me, who just tackled me? So I look over because I'm being restrained, mind you, and as my arms are being restrained, I look and I see this guy. Now, the guy at the house, the one that came in with, what are you doing? The homeowner, he was a big, huge white guy with not a lot of hair. This was a tall, thin African-American man. Sir, who are you and where did you come from and why are you tackling me? You're real.
This, by the way, I'm going to put a link to this girl's YouTube channel. She's got a lot of stories. Her name is Jen. She talks about her life and the fact that, she was a cat burglar. She got caught. She did her time. She went to prison. I think she did 10 years in prison. I support anyone who turned their life around and, recognize that, they can't live a life like this anymore. And listen, she did her time. She paid her debt to society and everyone deserves a second chance.
Really, really fucking up my situation here. It's not good. So naturally, he's a captain, save a situation, good Samaritan, and he starts yelling. I don't know what the man's name was. We're just going to call him Bob, the big white guy. Bob, I got her, Bob, I got her. I guess in the midst of me being gone for those couple of minutes, somehow the neighbor talked to the other neighbor and briefly explained the situation while he was calling the police. And all of a sudden, when I ran through Bob's backyard and jumped his fence, I hit the neighbor's backyard first before I actually went out. And when that happened, he must have seen me somehow or another. I still have no idea to this day because I never saw him again. And he decided to take it upon himself to be the police and rescue the situation and tackle me to the damn ground. Okay. Now, the worst part is he held me and restrained me until the police got there. And meanwhile, he was hitting on me. And he was like, oh man, you're cute. You're cute, little girl. I'm like, no, if you thought I was so cute, you should have let my ass go, okay? But anyways, guys.
That is crazy. Imagine looking there like, yeah, I know you're robbing this house right now, but what are you doing later? Let's grab a drink. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.